Welcome to Engineering Scale Models, where the details live. I'm your host, Jason. Today we're going to take a quick look at the Tamiya kit, the U.S. Battleship BB-62, New Jersey. It is in 1/350th scale, and I believe it's the 1981 version. I have some upgrade kits for this that we're also going to take a look at. I have one from Pontos and one from Eduard. The Pontos one is for 1982. It's 1982 New Jersey. So we are going to take a look at this kit. Let's go ahead and go to cameras. So here's a side view so you can see how big the box is. It fits barely on my bench. When I go to this camera, it is going to be super zoomed in, but you have the outer zoom stuff on that side. Here is the Pontos kit that I have for the New Jersey, and then I have the just have to grab the Eduard kit for it. Thought I had it out, but I had grabbed the North Carolina, and there is the Eduard kit for it. So we'll look. We're just going to take a quick look. We're going to pop inside the box, see how many sprues there are, see what they look like, and then we're going to take a look at these upgrade kits real quick and see what they look like. So hoping with the telephoto lens on the top camera, get a good view of the details. That's what I'm going for. So inside the box, we got some photo etch. You can see that right there, and a lot of sprues, a lot of parts. One-piece hull, looks good so far. Need some work on the seams, but let's move this box out of the way and take a look at what we have here. First up, I want to start with the hull here. It has some details on it. You can see some fine details. It could be a little deeper, I think. I don't know if you can see that real well on that, but there's some stuff on here. The bottom needs a little bit of work, and around the rudders there, it's going to need some cleaning up and whatnot, and things like that. So that's the hull. Everybody likes to see the hull. Underneath the hull is some rigging lines, or I'm not sure what this is, but there's some wire here. I don't know if that's for rails or what. Could be for rigging. I'll have to look here. Here is a quick look at the photo etch. You got some hatch covers on there, some doors, some different pieces. Get the one sheet of that, and then let's take a look at all these sprues. This is all the sprues. You get the stand, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 3 deck sprues that have a decent wooden deck texture on them if you're not doing an upgrade. So I'm not going to take them all out of the bag because of the whole staple thing, but I just want to give you a quick look of what is inside here. You know, as you know, with this channel, I mainly work on the detail kits that come, so I will be tearing most of this detail off and adding photo etch detail. So this is 2 of the same sprue there. You got boats and davits and all kinds of stuff on there. So it's just a quick look. When we build the ship, it'll be some metal rods. I bet you that's for the base. And there's our 5-inch dual purpose. So this has torpedoes, and I don't see the torpedo tubes. I have some photo etch ones to replace it with, but it would have been nice to see the torpedo tubes real quick. See if I could spot those. There's the helicopters. Oh yeah, these right here are the torpedo tubes right here, so it does come with the torpedo tubes. I don't see any, or, you know, I say torpedo tubes, I actually believe they're harpoon missiles. Torpedoes was a bad suggestion on that. It may have torpedo tubes, I'm not sure. The screws look decent, but that was for the harpoon missiles. I'm sorry about that. I misspoke. It's definitely the harpoon missiles. So there's the sprues from the kit. We get out all this literature and the paint guide that looks like it's to scale. And never gonna get that back in the box the right way. Here's a nice little book here on the history of the battleship. I'll show it up in the corner there. So, nice little 14 pages of mixed language. So, probably got like 2 or 3 pages of English. And then, yeah, you got one full page, 2 full pages of English. You got all this and all this. So we'll talk about all that when we do the build. As you know, I've put a little bit of history in front of the first couple build series. Here we go. We have the build instructions, which are not in book form. Is that what I'm seeing here? Oh, no, that is the different page. This is talking about the radar and whatnot, and things like maybe the photo etch or something, and the stand. So, and then we have the book here. So we have how many pages and how many steps. 15 pages. The last page is the sprue guide, and there's basically 14 pages. The second to last page is about the base, but actual building is 13 pages, 20 steps. So looks like you have a lot going on certain steps. So let's take a look at this paint guide. So there's that. I'm going to switch it to the side camera so you guys can see the paint guide. The overhead camera's not going to pick that up currently. So you can see it. It's a big ship. I believe this is to scale, so it's pretty nice. You can find out where exactly things go. So that's the model kit from Tamiya right there. Now we're going to look at the Eduard kit first, because it's a little bit more simple. Okay, I'll go to this one. No, not that one. This one. Sorry, guys. So this is the Eduard kit for the New Jersey. The Tamiya kit. I got a deal, and my New Jersey came with this Eduard kit. I'll use it for spare pieces for other models, like the North Carolina. They're both World War II ships built around the same time, so some of the pieces are universal. And if I have an issue with the Pontos kit, I will reference this one. So we have the instructions and the photo etch here. So let's move this so you can see. This is all the railings and some doors, some hatches, some walkways. So that's that piece of photo etch. And then we have this piece here, which is your helicopter blades. Some more railings, a lot of railings for this thing. And then you have some stairs. Not quite sure what this is over in this section here. I'm not sure what those are. That's folded up helicopter blades. if you want your blades folded for storage. That's what they are. So I figure it out in the end. That works out. So there's that sheet. That there. Right there. And we'll take a look at this. A ton of more railings, walkways, stairs, ladders, things like that. So not a lot of tiny detail like doors and hatches and things like that. I mean, you have some doors and hatches down here, but not like what's the North Carolina kit. The North Carolina kit has a lot more detail and action and stuff that gets put on. So I don't even see a lot of deck detail. So let us put this to the side. I want to mix it up, and we'll take a brief look at the instructions. As you guys know, I reprint all my instructions on A4. So this basically has you starting with the guns here, and then doing some deck detail and whatnot. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 pages of instructions. It doesn't look like 10 pages, but when you print it out on A4, it will be 10 pages. They seem to be a little more detailed than the North Carolina, but you know, this is a newer kit, so it might end up being that way. The North Carolina kit was from 2004. I don't have a date on the New Jersey, but it's definitely newer. Now, the Pontos kit, because I don't want to make this video too insanely long for a quick look, so we're just going to look in here real quick. This contains a stained wooden deck, 111 scribe brass parts, 6 sheets of photo etch, 85 resin parts, a dry transfer sheet. So, and the resin is from Veteran Models. This is a Pontos kit. It is supplied by HobbyWays Incorporated out of Korea. We do have a U.S. office. So let us take a look here. This is the bag of resin. It's a ton of resin. There's a ton of detail. Let's see. Yeah, see, there's the 5-inch 38s there. Helicopters. Wow, the helicopters they give you. I don't know if you're picking that detail up, but it's incredible on here. The helicopter detail is just incredible. So you get resin helicopters. That's good. It looks like resin torpedo tubes, and resin harpoon launchers. So that's nice. Nice detail. Looks like some resin deck options, and the resin directors for the big guns, and possibly directors for the 5-inch 38s. And then we have a massive amount of 111 scribe brass pieces. We got mast, barrels, all that good stuff. We got the big main barrels. We got the 5-inch 38 barrels. We even got some metal stand pieces, it looks like. We have the anchor chain. So, and we have the pin posts for the bollocks or cap stands, if I can remember correctly. I'm still getting familiar with all my ship detail. Here is the decals for the landing pad for the helicopter instead of launching planes off the catapult. And then we have the wooden deck. It looks like a standard wooden deck from Pontos. And then we have stuck to the bottom as always. Bear with me a minute, guys, while I unstick this. Okay, so we're just going to flip through this like a book. You have a little sheet of metal here for some deck plating. This is also a lot used on the Iowa class. And you have railings, and you're actually replacing all the walls on the lower superstructure. Tons of doors, tons of ladders, tons of little railings, stairs. Let's see here, we can look at this one. And And this one has just a lot of various bits of walkways and ladders and things. And then we have more over here. I'm interested more in this replacement of the walls that are going to get covered. There's not a lot. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections of the wall that get covered. I know there's more than 5 sections of wall, so there must have been some serious problems with the detail there that they're redoing that, so that's nice. Door detail is nice, especially the open door detail. And I believe you can fold these up closed too if you want to get a more realistic closed look. And then here is the anchor spots and some parts of the deck that are metal. What I didn't see in here is photo etch chopper blades or helicopter blades. See, there they are. They're folded right there. Yeah, here we go. We have the helicopter blades. Look pretty good. I don't know. The Eduard ones may look a little bit better. We'll have to do a side-by-side comparison on what looks better. But they have the folded and they have the standard. I might look between the two and see which one I like better and pick one, because I got both kits. Might as well pick the best out of both of them. And then we have what appears to be the instructions, and they are labeled very well, like most Pontos kits. I'm a little disappointed that there's only the 2 big sheets. I feel with a kit this size, they could use with a full-size version of the ship with everything pointed out on it. So we have the Tomahawk launchers and the Harpoon launchers. Tomahawk launchers, that's what I was confused with. So we got the helicopters, we got the directors. Everything is broken down into sub-assemblies, which I like, but it doesn't really show you what you're removing from the actual ship. I see here that where the replacement of the walls go, but it's just showing where the railings are going on this seat, not where the replacement of the walls are going. So I'm showing you where some deck detail is. I know this isn't fully zoomed in, but on that lower deck, it's replacing some walls, right? Yeah, on the lower section here, and it's not. They're not labeled. They're only labeling the railings here. They're not showing. They show it again here with it replaced, but with ladders. They're putting on ladders and whatnot. Nice fuel tower detail here. That's always nice. Yeah, so these instructions are going to take a lot of reading and following and planning, which is what I love to do and what the channel is all about now. So I am looking forward to all of that and sharing that with you and giving you guys a guide to follow to not make mistakes, because I plan on making all the mistakes and leading you out of the problems. Here is me on social media. You can visit any of these social media places. I post my videos that are upcoming on the Facebook page, Engineering Scale Models. I normally try to do it a day or two in advance so you can see what's coming up. You don't have to respawn or anything like that, but you can if you want to. You can visit me on Twitter and Instagram. I try to tweet out stuff, not every day. I would like to do it every day, but I'm still working on it. And then if you wish to support the channel, you can visit me on Patreon. Every little bit helps, and I would appreciate just traffic alone and any support you may be able to offer. Thank you so much, and have a fantastic day.